All right, everyone, so we have some more Green Bay Packers defensive coordinator news this morning. The Packers have requested to interview yet another candidate. The Packers requested to speak with Ravens secondary coach Dennard Wilson for their vacant defensive coordinator job, source said. He's also interviewing with the Titans today for their DC job, and the Rams and Giants have talked to him as well. So the Packers are wasting no time starting to interview some defensive coaches on that Baltimore staff just a couple days after that loss against the Kansas City Chiefs. Now that the Packers can interview some of those highly sought after staff members, as it also said in the tweet, the Titans are interviewing him today for their DC job, and he's going to talk with the Rams and Giants. So it seems like a candidate that a lot of teams are looking at right now is Wilson. Now, Wilson is a young defensive coach, being only 41 years old. He was once a player in 2004, albeit only a practice squad player, but as a coach since 2012. In 2012 through 2014, he was the defensive quality control coach for the St. Louis Rams. Then he became the defensive back coach for the Rams from 2015 to 2016. Then the defensive back coach for the Jets from 2017 to 2018. Then the passing game coordinator and defensive backs coach for the Jets from 2019 to 2020. Then he was the Philadelphia Eagles defensive back coach in 2021, the passing game coordinator and defensive back coach for the Eagles in 2022. And then most recently, for the last year, he was with the Baltimore Ravens as the defensive backs coach. So Wilson has a ton of experience coaching defensive backs and the passing game. And last year helped safety Kyle Hamilton turn into an all-pro. Other Ravens safety Geno Stone had 7 interceptions, and the Ravens finished first in opposing passer rating, first in takeaways, first in yards per attempt, third in passes defended. So seemingly Wilson's track record is a good one. Something also to note that the Philadelphia Eagles, after he left, went from 2 all-pro corners to no all-pro corners. I really like this candidate for the Green Bay Packers. It's a young coach. He's 41 years old. He's shown success in the NFL with 2 really nice defenses, especially last year with the Baltimore Ravens. And I think bringing in a young coach like this that knows how to coach defensive backs, a room that's going to be young and lacking experience next year for both the cornerback room and the safety room, not to mention Geno Stone, a safety that, had 7 interceptions this year for the Ravens, really came onto the scene, is going to be an impending free agent for the Baltimore Ravens, and they have a lot of free agents and not much money to work with. So if the Packers were to go ahead and hire Dennard Wilson as the defensive coordinator, the odds are they would also go after safety Geno Stone as a plug-and-play starter safety for this group that they desperately need. The Packers could also go after someone like Patrick Queen at the inside linebacker position, another great defender on that Baltimore defense this year. Honestly, this is probably my favorite interview that the Packers have had yet so far. Now, there was a report yesterday that the Packers had already offered the defensive coordinator job to Christian Parker. That didn't really sit well with me. I didn't think the Packers would go ahead and offer a DC job to one of their first 3 or 4 candidates before they could even interview any of the Ravens defensive coaching staff, which there's a lot of candidates on that coaching staff. A lot of us have been talking about. I put a couple in my video going over the candidates. So that didn't really sit well with me, and this kind of just proves that that wasn't the case. If they're still going to be interviewing guys, then it doesn't seem like they have offered the job to someone already. And this doesn't mean Dennard Wilson's going to be the defensive coordinator either, but he is a very solid candidate, a young coach I like a lot. I think bringing him into this coaching staff not only would bring a great coach, but a potential couple free agents that are in positions of need for the Green Bay Packers. But let me hear your thoughts down in the comments, what you think of this interview, what you think of Dennard Wilson, and how you would feel if the Packers were indeed to hire him as their next defensive coordinator. But that about does it for this video. I appreciate you guys coming by. I just wanted to quickly update you on another defensive coordinator candidate as we broaden this search to see who the next DC is of the Green Bay Packers. But I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Pack Go.